Are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I will be joined here by my brother Tim in just a minute. I think he ran to grab a drink. Yeah, we're joined here with Tim's chair, but no. Today we got NBA Finals game number 3. I'm already way too invested in it. We'll get into that, and then we have a decent baseball slate as well, including a degenerate 12:35 game that has the Oakland Athletics involved in it. So that should be fun as well. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. Good day yesterday. Really good day yesterday. The end of the night could have been a little bit better, but I mean, I'm not going to complain with a 9-3 in one day. MLB 6-3-1, up 2.16 units. Tampa Bay first 5 run line winner. Nationals team total over 4.5 winner. Full game over 9.5 winner. Houston Astros money line was my first loser of the day, and it was the only loser of the early games for me. Then Cincinnati Reds team total over 4.5. What a comeback from the Cincinnati Reds last night, down 8-3. And they come roaring all the way back. Team total over 4.5 winner. Full game over 10.5 winner. Easy there. Boston, Cleveland, first 5 under 4. Didn't get off to the greatest of starts with 2 runs in the first inning. But then it cruised on after that, a bunch of zeros after that. So first 5 under 4 winner there. The Cubs. Team total over 4.5. They scored 4 in the second inning. That's it. That's annoying to be hooked from the second inning on. So Chicago Cubs, team total over 4.5, loser. Padres double up. Padres first 5 pushed. Padres full game lost. So 6-3-1 up 2.16 units in the MLB. For me, a clean sweep in the WNBA. Had the Las Vegas Aces minus 5.5. Never in doubt. Had the full game over 167. Never in doubt. Had the Fever plus 5.5. Never in doubt. Definitely no sweats involved with any of those. Definitely one didn't go to overtime and only covered by a hook. But that's beyond the point. 3-0 up 1.5 units. Only half unit plays on the WNBA. But the way that WNBA season started, I probably should do more. But overall, 9-3-1 up 3.66 units. And overall in June, I'm back in the black. 33-26-5 up 1.60 units so far in the month of June. So hopefully I'll work to June being a very nice month.
Yeah, June has been a good month so far on the site, up 2.72 units. We've been profitable 5 out of the 6 days. Our one negative day, Nick, was like minus 5 units or something. Which
I swear,
all the other days have been all the other days have been up a unit and a half, a little bit less than a unit. Yesterday was a 1.13 unit day, and it could have been a hell of a lot better. As crazy as that sounds, Tampa Bay run line never in doubt. Las Vegas Aces minus 5.5 never in doubt. The over in the Arizona game, Arizona took care of business by themselves. Houston can go sit on. They sucked yesterday. Indiana Fever plus 6, never in doubt. Chicago Cubs up 4-0. Yeah, they probably didn't give you your first 5 at all either. They completely lost out yesterday. And then the Sparks. I went to bed after the first quarter it was 24-6. Yeah, that game got ugly quickly because Seattle came back for a 29-14 second quarter, 17-10 third quarter, and by that time, the Sparks were not covering that spread. So that one ended up being a loser for me. So 2-1 in the WNBA, still number 1 on the site for the WNBA. Having a good season there. Up, let's see where it was. 20-14 up 5.18 units in the WNBA. So definitely happy with that. Baseball yesterday was a 2-2 day, up 0.23 units. So 4-3, ready for today. And you already know one of the plays we got for today, Nick.
Yes, I'm already way too invested on that team.
Yep. We'll go say hi to the chat where Mo Harris is here saying hi, TNN. Good morning. 1-1 Boston game pissed me off.
Yeah.
Rays first 5. Nice. Boston Nerfy. Then go 4 scoreless. Should have rode the under.
Yeah.
That's rough. Speaking of, do we have the NHL today? No.
Nope, that's tomorrow.
There you go. Well, we can start off with one playoff game.
Yeah, we have the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat, game number 3 in this series here. The Nuggets 2.5-point favorites, total of 214.5 in this game. Take a look at the line movement in this one here. Look at the money and break down why I'm all over the Nuggets. Line opened up at around 2. It's up to a 2.5. On some books, it opened up at 1.5 and immediately went up to 2. And the total opened up at a 216.5, and it's now down to a 214.5, a 2-point line movement towards the under in this one as well, which makes sense. We have 74% of the tickets and 95% of the cash is on Denver money line. We have 70% of the tickets, 87% of the cash is on the Denver spread. 51% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the under. So big bets on the Nuggets, big bets on the under, and I 100% agree with everything there. I'm on the Nuggets trifecta. I'm on them to bounce back here. I got the first quarter at minus 135, the first half at minus 132, the full game at minus 137. And then I got the team total under 106.5 for the Heat as well, because I see this as a good defensive game for the Nuggets. After losing last game, I think they're going to buckle down. I see this as a game that they win 110, 102 or something like that. So I'm on the Nuggets here. I trifected the money line, and I took the Heat team total under 106.5. Kind of the way I approach this game. I like the under. I lean under as well, but that's where I played the Heat under there. So trifecta, and then added on the Heat team total under for me.
There you go. I am on the obviously I'm on the Nuggets. I took a -2 on the site. For my personal play, I took a money line plus Jokic over 9.5 assists. Thinking that if the Nuggets are going to win this game, it's got to be behind Jokic getting assists and not points. The Nuggets are 0-3 this year in the postseason. When Jokic scores over 40 points. So they don't want him scoring all that much. They need those assist numbers up. Need that triple-double. So if you could do assist numbers or you could do triple-double, either one works. But I think this is a game where Jokic goes back to being the center point guard that he is. And you're going to get some assists from him tonight because the Nuggets know that's what they need to do. And I just see the Nuggets beating up on them. So Nuggets in game 3 for me tonight.
Yeah, you can also grab the Nuggets 4-1 at plus 325 if we think that the Heat may not win another game in the series. Heat 4 or Denver 4-2 is plus 290.
I don't hate it. Are you able to go through the chat? I'm quickly putting up a play on the site for MLS tonight.
Oh, cool. Let's take a look here. Markel saying what's going on, guys. 0-2 yesterday because the Rangers let the Cards come back and the Pirates is the Pirates. Yeah, I mean minus 260 with the Pirates, but potentially could have gone wrong. Wish I grabbed the what? No, of course, it's like one of the only days I don't bet the Oakland A's. Markel, where you been, bro? Yeah. I was thinking first quarter Nuggets. Yeah, I'm on first quarter, first half full game. I'd be around. Nuggets are the better team, in my opinion. Heat might not win another game. Heat is too small. Jimmy Butler doesn't look 100% either. It's one thing I've noticed as well. But we'll go from the hardwood to the MLB, to the diamond here. As this line continues to semi-climb here now, up to minus 174 the Pirates, total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here between Roansy Contreras and Hogan Harris. Line opened up at 181. It's 174 now. So the original line movement was immediately down. It opened up at 181 at 308 yesterday. By the time it was 520, so about an hour and 14 minutes later, it was 155. Immediately heavy action coming in on the Oakland Athletics right from the rip. And then since then, there's been some buyback on the Pirates that's gotten it back up to 174, not back up to the original opening line, though. As for the total, opened up at an 8.5 minus 115. It's up to a 9 at minus 122, which kind of caught me by surprise because I had the first 5 under written down. Taking a look at where the money is coming in on this game. Let me get off of the MLB and let's get off the NBA, get to the MLB here. As we have 61% of the tickets, 70% of the cash is on the over. The line's moved up half a run, so that's going to keep me off the first 5 under in this game. My X's and O's plays with the first 5 under in this game. 87% of the tickets and only 69% of the cash is on the Pirates money line. 84% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the spread. And the line originally moved down, which when you flip it around here, 13% of the tickets and 31% of the cash is on the Oakland Athletics. So bigger bets coming in on Oakland here in this game, which I'm kind of interested in this game. We'll get into it. Hogan Harris, not too much of a sample size, but a 1.8 ERA, 0.7 whip, 9 strikeouts per 9, which is 29%, 0.9 walks per 9, a 250 BABIP, a 158 FIP, and a 2.66 ERA. He's been good in his very limited sample size. I know it's a very limited sample size. Roansy Contreras, 5.87 ERA, 1.39 whip, 5.87 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%. 2.74 walks per 9, a 271 BABIP, a 628 FIP, and a 5.15 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hitting advantage does go towards the Pirates as well. Pretty significant hitting advantage, but still the Pirates don't hit lefties particularly well, which I believe Hogan Harris is a lefty. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, he is a lefty. 86 WRC plus, which is 25th in baseball. The Pirates are not a good team against left-handed pitching. And the Oakland A's suck against everybody. 59 WRC plus, which is 30th in the MLB, which that originally pointed me towards the first 5 under in this game. Obviously, the way the market's moving is keeping me off of that. I think the price on Pittsburgh is too much, and I want to take a shot here. The early degenerate game, and what's more early degenerate than trying to grab some Oakland Athletics in the first 5 innings at plus 140. With who I think is potentially a pitching advantage with Hogan Harris. Very rare we say the Oakland Athletics have a pitching advantage. I don't trust Roansy Contreras right now. He's not been very good, and I think the Oakland A's could get to him. So I'm on the Oakland A's first 5, plus 140.
If the Pirates won yesterday, maybe I could look towards that. After a
sweep.
Huh?
You'd be saying, no, the Pirates going for a sweep.
Well, no. I would be more inclined to look at Oakland if they lost yesterday. But Pirates, after getting schmacked 11-2 at home, this is a bounce back spot for them. You're getting a Oakland team that's 6-26 on the road. I'm not trying to go after that. Good luck to you. I'll take the square play in this one. I'll take the Pirates run line and a bounce back spot. I like to back teams that just got blown out, and Pirates are one of those teams that just got blown out. Especially when the team that got blown out is the better team. That's when I want to go after. And when they're favorited, I would look towards Pirates in this game. I want nothing to do with Oakland and Hogan Harris, which has had a very small sample size, but he's pitched in all of 3 games. So I'm not hung up on it. And I will say his numbers are inflated because he allowed 6 earned runs in 0.1 innings against the Mets. But
his numbers are not that bad.
They're not, but I expect this one to be a smash spot for the Pittsburgh Pirates today.
All right.
Where did you get up to in the chat?
It would be that.
Joe, we don't need the negative energy here. We're a strictly pro Nuggets channel. We don't like the heat here, so no, thank you. Kevin Love over 6.5. What? Points, rebounds. amount of steps he takes from the bench to the line, how many push-ups he does before the game, how many times he's going to watch as Jokic absolutely goes ham on him. I'll take the over on that one. But over 6.5, what? At plus 115. Okay. The last game, it was at 5.5, and 2 was good money. Points. Okay. 6.5 points. Okay. Good luck to you. Is he starting tonight? I know last game he started because Caleb Martin was
out.
Oh, he wasn't out, but he didn't start. So I don't know if he's starting tonight. I got to play in this game, Nick.
Yeah, let's get into it. A team that cost me some money at the end of the night here in the San Diego Padres. I pick them against Seattle Mariners, total 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history of this one here between George Kirby and Michael Waka. The Padres opened up at minus 115. They're now down to a 111, so a 4-cent line movement towards the Mariners. Line opened up at an 8, minus 110. Now it's an 8 plus 103, which the line movement does correlate with my X's and O's plays that I have written on this game. Let's take a look if the market does. As we have, we have 51% of the tickets and 49% of the tickets and 79% of the cash is on the Seattle Mariners. Big bets coming in on Seattle in this game. The lines move 4 cents towards them. 82% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the under in this game. And that's kind of where I was leaning in this one here, is the under, the first 5 under. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here between Kirby and Waka. Kirby, 2.97 ERA, 1.05 whip, 8.64 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 0.81 walks per 9, a 293 BABIP, a 358 FIP, and a 3.47 SIERA. On the flip side, Michael Waka has been awesome. 1.47 ERA, 0.88 whip, 9.1 strikeouts per 9, which is 27%, 2.93 walks per 9, a 208 BABIP, 319 FIP, and a 3.88 SIERA. Nothing but green across his columns here. Bullpen advantage goes towards the San Diego Padres. Both teams are struggling to hit right now. The Seattle Mariners putting up 90 WRC plus, which is 20th in baseball. Padres 86. So that a lot of this is telling me that I expect both Kirby and Waka to pitch well today. And both these pitchers, both these teams are struggling offensively. I'll take the first 5 under 4 in this game. I had originally had the first 5 under written down in this one. I'm going to stick with that. First 5 under 4 at minus 105 here.
Well, it's a daytime game on the West Coast, so that automatically pushes me towards an under. I really like George Kirby. I've liked him since the beginning of the year. I liked him last year. He's been a very solid pitcher. And up until that ugly start versus Pittsburgh, I still believe Kirby should be somebody who could be considered for maybe a top 5 in the Cy Young.
Whoa.
Top 7, somewhere in that range. Where is he on the let me look to see MLB futures, World Series, divisional stuff, American League Cy Young Award. Kirby's 9th. He's 9th at the moment in terms of odds. McClanahan, Cole, Gausman, Valdez, Ohtani, Castillo's still up there. Nathan Eovaldi, Joe Ryan, and Kirby. And Logan Gilbert's still down there. Bassett's on that list. Alek Manoah's still on that list.
Alek Manoah.
But no, I like the under in this game too. I like both of these pitchers, and it is up. Under in the Seattle-San Diego game. And even
it's an 8 out of 123 on BOL.
8 at 115 on Pinnacle. Go back to the chat. I'm quickly putting it up and tracking stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever there's a play that goes up on the site, you read the chat.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. I think Love is starting again. Good strategy. Fair.
There you go.
Hi, guys. Rangers money line, and I'm fading the Diamondbacks today. I believe in Corbin. We will get to those games. I have the over in the Diamondbacks game written down that I wanted to take a little bit deeper look into. And I have the I do have the Rangers written down as a play I'm interested in. I write down a lot of my my pre-market looks, and I'm seeing if they correlate with the market. It's kind of what I'm doing here. So I do cap the night before now a little bit more, and I write down what I'm looking at, and I'm seeing if it correlates, which that first 500 did. But yeah, my initial leans are Rangers and then the over in the Washington game.
All right.
Nuggets left in the heat burn. Sorry. Nah.
I don't like that negative energy from you. Joe, I'm gonna ask you politely to leave, clean out your energy, bring more positiveness, and then come back with the non-heat comments.
Yeah. Heavy on the Cincinnati Reds today. Take the money line. I have the Dodgers team total written down. So we'll see. Under. Yes. Got you. I believe in Corbin. Yeah. Marlins -1.5. I kind of like. I gave out that play last night. I'm on the Marlins -1, which we will get into in 2 games. But now we get the Detroit Tigers and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies -225 favorites, total 7.5 in this game. Let's get into it. We have Reese Olson against Zach Wheeler. Line opened up at 235. It's now at 227, so an 8-cent line movement towards the Motor City Kitties in this one here. And then we had this line opened up at an 8.5. It's all the way down to a 7.5 now. A full line move down in this game. Let's see if that correlates as we have 18% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on the Motor City Kitties in this one here. Big bets coming in on Detroit. And we have 71% of the tickets and 58% of the cash is on the under in this game. And the lines moved pretty significantly. But the bigger bets are coming in on the over, which is kind of confusing. I had the first 5 under written down as my X's and O's plays in this one. Reese Olson, I believe this is his second start, so very limited sample size here. 3.6 ERA, 0.6 whip, 10.8 strikeouts per 9, which is 32%, 1.8 walks per 9, and 167 BABIP, 148 FIP, and a 2.9 SIERA. Granted, that was against a White Sox team that does not hit righties very well. They only hit lefties. So he got a decent start in his first one. He got a good matchup in his first one. Zach Wheeler, 4.4 ERA, 1.17 whip, 9.68 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%, 1.47 walks per 9, a 3.14 BABIP, a 3.41 FIP, and a 3.52 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes about even. Actually, I might slightly edge towards the Tigers in that one there. Hitting advantage definitely goes towards the Phillies here. 98 WRC plus 21st versus righties. On the flip side, Tigers 82, which is 25th. So both teams struggle offensively against right-handed pitching, which why I had the under written down. But I don't want it after it's moved a full run down. You can get first 5 under 4, though, at even money. Just by curiosity, real quick, I want to see how this first 5 unders moved. I want to see if it opened up at a 4.5. It did open up at a 4.5. It went down to a 4. It opened up 4.5, juice towards the under. Now it's a 4, juice towards the under. So it's moved down half a run for the first 5. I think the first 5 under, I think, is still a decent look in this game. You're getting it for even money. I'm not opposed to it. I think both pitchers can pitch well here. Kind of lean towards the Motor City Kitties here. And I think the way I want to approach this actually is doing the little thread the needle double up here. And it is the first 5 under 4 at even money. And the Tigers first 5 plus a half at plus 131. And when I try to take these unders here, I think this is going to be a low volatility game. Low scoring. 0-0, 1-1 at the end of 5 innings. And we see Reese Olson pitch well against a Phillies team that's not the greatest versus right-handed pitching. The big bets are on the Tigers here in this game. I think the Motor City Kitties are worth a look here. So I'm going to grab the first 5 under 4 at even money, and I'm going to grab the Tigers first 5 plus a half at plus 131. I think that's a great price there.
I can't with the Tigers right now. If it was about a week ago, maybe. They've lost 7 out of their last 8 games. And they're starting to fall apart. They were at once, a game and a half back of the division?
Yeah.
Now they're falling. They're 4 games back. Cleveland's past them, and they're only a half game ahead of Chicago. They're about to head right back down to where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
But there is no way I'm going after the Phillies, who scored a solid 1 run yesterday on their first batter of the game. And that is it. 1 pitch gave them the win yesterday. Their run line is also minus 120, so I'm not touching that one, especially with a home team. So can't touch the Tigers right now. Can't touch the Phillies. It'd be a lean towards. I can't really go after a total in this game because I don't know how much we could trust Reese Olson in his second career start. So this one's going to be a stay away from me. No real interest in it.
Fair.
I'm in such a good mood. Going to have a fun night planned. Well, if you're interested tonight, Joe, as long as you don't bring the negative heat energy, I will send you a link, and me and Nick will be live for the Nuggets and the other team game in the NBA Finals. So if you're interested in joining, we'll send you the link. Any WNBA? Of course there's WNBA. I'm on the links, and I'm on the wings. There you go. Philly going to sweep. Pass. They probably will, but I'm not laying that price. I actually like something in this game, though.
Yeah, and I gave out a free pick video. I did the free pick video for it last night for me. Miami Marlins and the Kansas City Royals. Our good old friend Jordan Lyles and Edward Cabrera is your pitching matchup for this one here. Line opened up at 161. It's up to a 172 for the Marlins. 11-cent line movement towards the fish. Line opened up at 8.5 minus 110. It's now at 8.5 minus 112. 2-cent line movement towards the over. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this game here. We have 91% of the tickets and 96% of the cash is on the Marlins. Kind of makes me a little nervous because I did bet this last night without knowledge of the market. So, and then we had 35% of the tickets and 66% of the cash is on the under in this game, and the lines moved 2 cents towards the over, which is kind of tricky there. So I don't know how to think about that one there. But let's take a look at the pitchers here in this spot. Jordan Lyles, 7.18 ERA, 1.22 WHIP, 7.86 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%. 3.42 walks per 9, a 225 BABIP, a 564 FIP, and a 4.74 SIERA. The flip side, Edward Cabrera, 4.15 ERA, 1.15 WHIP, 11.08 strikeouts per 9, which is 30%. He strikes out a lot of batters. Here's the problem, though. 3.46 walks per 9. He walks a lot of batters. 295 BABIP, a 309 FIP, and a 3.48 SIERA. Hitting advantage, bullpen advantage goes towards the Marlins. Hitting advantage goes towards the Marlins. 107 WRC plus, 10th, compared to the Royals 85, which is 23rd versus right-handed pitching. I think the Marlins get to Jordan Lyles here today, and I'm taking the Marlins. I got him -1 at -128 last night.
All right, cool. We'll go ahead and put the Marlins run line up on the site. I like Miami in this one. And here's the deal, and I don't think we're going to be able to say this many more times. I'm grabbing the hottest team in baseball right now, the Miami Marlins. You could argue Texas, but I'm going to say Miami for right now. They've won 5 straight and 9 out of their last 11, and they have looked good. Edward Cabrera is the one thing that's going to make me a little bit nervous, but going up against Jordan Lyles and the Kansas City Royals makes me less nervous about it. You're getting plus money, plus 114 for the Marlins. So we'll go ahead and grab the Marlins on the run line at home today versus a bad Kansas City team.
Yeah, let me grab one. I want to grab one quick thing here, stat for the game, which, if I'm not mistaken,
A player prop.
Exactly how I thought this stat would go down. 175 pitchers are on this list on covers.
Yep.
Jordan Lyles is 175 out of 175. You're down 12 units backing him this year.
Sweet.
Because the Royals are 0-12 in his starts. The next worst is Jordan Montgomery, who's 2-10. Blake Snell, who's 3-9, and Jamison Tyone, who is 1-8.
I will say I am interested in a player prop from this game.
And can I on the flip side of the list, can I put out a trivia question for you here without you looking it up?
Okay.
Who's the most profitable pitcher in baseball this year?
Most profitable pitcher in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Who's been a big dog a bunch of times? Most profitable baseball. This might sound crazy. Is it Bryce Elder?
Nope. Which actually makes a really good transition to this. We have the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Washington Nationals because Patrick Corbin is the most profitable pitcher in baseball in the year 2023.
That's weird. I wanted to add one thing with the Marlins game, and that was a player prop, and it's a total bases player prop for you, Nick. Luis Ariz over 2.5 at plus 150. The guy's hitting almost 400 this year.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to just blindly take those for now on. Anyways, go ahead. Next one.
He should be an MVP candidate at the moment.
Yeah, at least he's going to start at second base for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Anyways, you can go to the next game. My bad. Oh, go back to the chat.
Philly going for the sweep. Pass. Tempting, but I am betting the Heat. Boo. Why did I take KC? First 5 yesterday. Yeah. I did not touch the KC Royals yesterday. Which good on me there. Because I need help staying away from that team for whatever reason. Marlins money line. You got to run line them. And then the under 8. Sure. Cabrera walks a lot, but KFC strikes out a lot. So, yeah. And I wouldn't talk anybody. I don't do props, but Edward Cabrera strikeouts is probably not a bad option with the rate that he strikes out players. Let's take a look at that. What that is real quick. I don't do strikeout props. I don't do props in general, but Edward Cabrera, 7+ strikeouts minus 124, 8+ 130 plus 133. So you can get decent prices on 9+ plus 275, 10+ plus 545. But we'll move on. It's Patrick Corbin day. And the Arizona Diamondbacks are minus 120, total of 9.5 in this game. Patrick Corbin, the most profitable pitcher in baseball in the year 2023. And the second place is Mitch Keller. Third place is Dean Kramer. Because that's the world we're living in right now. That is the world we are living in. But let's get into the line movement in this one here between the Diamondbacks and the Nationals. Line opened up at minus 141 for Arizona. It's now down to a minus 119, a 12-cent line move, 22-cent line movement towards the Nationals in this game. Line opened up at a 9.5, and it's now a 10. So the line's gone up a half a run. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game here. We have 73% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the over. The line's gone from a 9.5 up to a 10. And we have 38% of the tickets and 73% of the cash is backing the most profitable pitcher in baseball, in Patrick Corbin. The only thing is, do we trust Patrick Corbin still? Both these pitchers are terrible. Zach Davies, a 5 ERA, 1.67 whip, 7 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 3 walks per 9, a 400 BABIP, a 273 FIP, and a 4.63 SIERA. On the flip side, Patrick Corbin, 4.6 ERA, 1.53 whip, only 4.6 strikeouts per 9, 12%. He doesn't strike out many batters. 2.76 walks per 9, doesn't walk many batters. 307 BABIP, a 5.4 FIP, and a 5.23 SIERA. I want to take a look real quick. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Diamondbacks. hitting advantage goes towards Patrick Corbin. Patrick Corbin. It goes towards the Washington Nationals. I'm reading
The
off
Patrick Corbins, yeah.
Yeah, the Patrick Corbin. 112 WRC plus against righties, which is 5th in baseball. Patrick Corbin just absolutely mashes the ball. He's a hashtag pitcher to rake, which unfortunately we'll never see again other than Shohei Ohtani. And then the Diamondbacks 104 WRC plus 19th against left-handed pitching. I want to take a look at one quick thing here because I know they have this as well. I want to see if his games usually go for overs. 6 overs, 5 unders for Patrick Corbin this year. So slightly, but nothing crazy. Which pitcher has the highest percentage of overs this year? And it's 12 starts for him, actually. That's kind of surprising, considering how good this guy's been this year. That his starts, he has had the most overs so far this year.
Zach Gallen.
No. How about Spencer Strider?
That makes sense because
he's tied with Lance Lynn at 9 overs, 3 unders. Sorry, I'm just looking at those stats a little bit there. So Patrick Corbin still produces overs. So it's not like those are not available anymore just because Patrick Corbin is Patrick Corbin. And I feel like I've said this guy's name too many times during this breakdown. But I'm looking to back the Nationals in this game. And I'm looking to back the over in this game as well. And I'm going to go right back to what I had yesterday. I'm actually going to keep what Patrick Corbin does money line wise out of the equation. I'm going to take the Washington Nationals team total over 4.5 at -105. I'm going to take the full game over 10 at -105. I think both pitchers get hit. I think the Nationals probably win this game, but both pitchers get hit in this spot. Washington team total over 4.5 -105. Full game over 10 for me.
Yeah, I'm on the Arizona side. I understand Patrick Corbin and everything, but this is a Arizona team that has been solid lately. Besides their series against the Braves, they'd won 6 in a row before that. This is an Arizona team that I really like. Sorry, I'm gonna stand corrected. A first place by themselves Arizona Diamondbacks team. There we go. That's better. That I really do like. So I'm not gonna go crazy with it. I'm just gonna. I'll take the over with you. I think Arizona does all the heavy lifting though.
I think we get at least 5 from Washington. I don't trust Zach Davies.
I don't either. That's why I grabbed the over instead of Arizona. But I do think the Diamondbacks win this one like 7-5 or something. So I'll grab the over with you.
Yeah, I mean, I see both pitchers getting hit, and both these offenses have actually been pretty strong. So that's definitely something I was looking at as well, is that both these offenses can hit. So I definitely like that there, and the fact that the line's moving up. So yeah,
there you go.
Nationals run line, first 5 money line. Yeah, I was gonna say if I'm looking to back the Nationals, it's the first 5 innings. Yeah. Good morning. It's Patrick Corbin Day. Nationals first 5. If we were looking at this, if you sent me this comment at the beginning of the season, I would have laughed. Under 9.5. I'm on the over 10. Nats -1. The Nationals have not been a bad team this year. Like they've kind of feels like overachieved a little bit. I know they're in last place in their division still, but they've overachieved a little bit.
They were once tied with who do you call it? Philadelphia.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, this Nationals team is not as bad as we thought they were going to be this year, which sounds weird. But we'll move on to the next matchup here. We have the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. We have this line at a -120, total 8.5. Pitching matchup, Pablo Lopez versus former ECU Pirate Sean Armstrong. It's going to be a bullpen day for the Tampa Bay Rays. Line opened up at -138 for the Rays. It's now down to a 123. So a massive line movement towards Minnehaha in this spot here. The line opened up at an 8.5 -120. It's now an 8.5 -125 to the under. So a 25-cent line movement towards the under in this game. which is kind of interesting there. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game. Massive line movement towards the under, but 46% of the tickets, 52% of the cash is on the over. So pretty split money-wise for the total. And the lines move pretty significantly towards the under. 70% of the tickets, 85% of the cash is on the Twins. And the lines move towards the Twins in this one here. I'm not going to go too deep into Sean Armstrong's stats because he hasn't pitched much this year, and it's going to be a bullpen game, so he's probably going to only go 1 or 2 innings. On the flip side, Pablo Lopez has not been particularly great. 5.72 ERA the last 30 days, 1.27 whip, 10.16 strikeouts per 9, 27%, but 3.49 walks per 9, a 271 BABIP, a 5.05 FIP, and a 3.98 SIERA. The bullpen advantage does go towards Mini here. The Tampa Bay bullpen slowly improving. One thing I've noticed, their stats are not as bad as they were, and the hitting is about even, 109 to 108, 8th and 9th when it comes to right-handed pitching facing these two. When it comes to WRC plus, so pretty balanced game. And I really don't have anything for this matchup. I don't have an interest in backing a side. I don't have an interest in backing the total. This is a complete stay off for me.
You already know, Nick. We back our boy in his first start of the year. Give me the elite Sean Armstrong out of the East Carolina University. I'm on Tampa Bay. We've seen Sean Armstrong. Actually, we've seen him twice so far this year. In those starts, or in those appearances, we've seen him once. He pitched 2 innings, allowed 1 walk, no hits, 3 strikeouts against the Boston Red Sox. You already know. It doesn't matter. It's a bullpen game for Tampa. I don't care. Give me Tampa Bay. I would be okay with looking at a money line because we can get them at 123, which is about the highest I'll go. 125. So I like Rays. I like Rays in this one. There's no reason for me not to go after them. They are 27 and 6 at home. How do you fade in that against a Minnesota team that I'm not super high on? So give me Sean Armstrong and the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, I'm not interested in this game at all.
Can I load it up?
Let's go over the rest of the slate and we'll talk about it afterwards.
That's a no. Next game, or go back to the chat, Nick.
Over 8.5. Tampa, I can see it. Morning, boys. Late start for me, all good. Rays bullpen day, give me the over 8.5. Yeah, I'm feeling that people are going to be scared off the Rays because it's a bullpen game, maybe. But the line movement's completely scaring me off of the Rays in general. Rays will score. Rays will score. There's no argument there. But I feel like the Twins put up something against their bullpen. I think we've seen this before, where teams have bullpen games that they're not great bullpens, and it ends up being like an under. So I actually kind of lean under in the game. But we'll move on to. I was kind of leaning the Twins. If I had to bet a side, it's probably the Twins. But might leave it off. Yeah. But we'll move on to the next one here in the New York Yankees. Chicago White Sox, minus 115 favorites are the Yankees, total of 8.5 here in this one. Let's take a look at the line history here. Yankees and White Sox. Lance Lynn and Vince Velasquez. Or not Vince Velasquez. Randy Vasquez. Wow, I read that quick, yeah. Slowly dying. Yankees open up at minus 140. It's now minus 114. Big line movement towards the White Sox here. Line opened up at a 9. It's now an 8.5. It moved down half a run. Let's see if the markets correlate with the White Sox and the under in this game here. Wow. 80% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the New York Yankees in this game. And the lines move towards the White Sox. That is interesting because I was actually leaning towards White Sox. Yankees team total. 35% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the over in this game. Big bets on the over and on the Yankees, which completely disagrees with the way the lines moved. Because the lines moved down half a run, and the lines moved towards the White Sox, which is telling me the market's not scared of the Yankee money. The market's not scared of the over money. Kind of interesting there. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup, which Lance Lynn leaves a lot to be desired. 6.11 ERA, 1.50 whip, 8.36 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 3.54 walks per nine, a 3.05 BABIP, a 5.71 FIP, and a 4.59 SIERA. On the flip side, Randy Vasquez, 3.86 ERA, 1.50 whip, 11.57 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 5.79 walks per nine, a 2.73 BABIP, 6.71 FIP, and a 4.84 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Yankees here. The hitting advantage goes towards the Yankees here. 115 WRC plus versus right-handed pitching, which is fourth in baseball. And the White Sox, 82, which is 24th. This is such a tricky game for me because my X's and O's point towards where the public is going. It points towards the Yankees and it points towards the over. But yet the market's telling me White Sox and under, which is going to probably just keep me off the game in general. Because probably the value is gone on the White Sox at this point with the line moving as much as it has. So I think this is a stay off spot for me.
I want to go towards Lance Lynn. I like Payne. Lance Lynn's coming off of the awful start versus the LA Angels, where he allowed 8 earned runs in 4 innings. It's kind of rough. Previous to that, they won 3 straight of his starts and 4 out of 5 of his starts. So he hasn't been horrible lately, although you look at his last 4 starts, he got blown up and then 1, 2, and 1 previous to that. Going up against a Stantonless, a Judgeless Yankees team. I like the White Sox, and I like the under. I think Lance Lynn has a good game. And who's pitching for the Yankees again? It says TBD for
Randy Vasquez.
Oh, boy. Yes, give me the Chicago White Sox today. Please, Nick. White Sox.
This is so tricky for me. I'm personally not betting the game. You can do whatever you want with this one.
Yep.
I don't trust the White Sox versus righties, though. I want the White Sox versus left-handed pitching because they actually hit left-handed pitching.
Those numbers are against what? An average righty?
And who says – and I think Randy Vasquez does not have a huge sample size, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I don't think he does. But also, White Sox playing better, 4 wins in a row.
Yeah, they have been playing better. So
I'll take the team that's on a streak. Baseball is a streaky game. I'm grabbing the White Sox.
All right, let's head back to the chat here.
Go ahead.
No Judge again, and without him, the under is hit in 9 of the last 10. Yes, that game scares the crap out of me. Yankees money line in the over. Yeah, markets are telling me the opposite way. My numbers are telling me yes. My numbers are telling me yes, but the market is telling me no. His X-rays came back good, and he's still in the 10-day IR. Yeah. I missed it, but the Marlins game run line, Lyles has been had a good outing in his last, but still lost. I don't see him doing well against a hot Marlins team. I'm already on the Marlins -1. Took Padres run line and Heat money line. I'm not on either.
Heat money line's a lock tonight. What are you talking about? There's no way they lose again.
The under would be my lean, but there's no bet here for the Yankee game. Yeah. What's the first 5 under?
I don't know. What's the first 5 under?
Is 5. Whoa. First 5 under 5. That might have my interest a little bit. But we'll move on. We will move on here. To this one. A quick question. You guys have a video for tips in betting?
I do not know.
No, I don't think so, no.
We kind of talk about all that stuff on here, so.
Yep. 4, I think. It's a 5. By the way, and the way the market moves. Yeah, we've broken that down a few times on shows. I'm looking for money coming in on one way and the market respecting it. It's kind of the way I'm approaching that. That's not bad. I thought it was a 4. Yeah, Lance Lynn's tough to bet an under with, though. That's the tricky part.
Correct. We'll head to this game, Nick, which I 100% like something in this game.
Yeah. We have the Toronto Blue Jays, who are minus 150 favorites against the Houston Astros. Total of 9 in this game, as we have a matchup here between Blanco and Bassett. Line opened up at 151. It's now a minus 143. An 8-cent line movement towards the Houston Astros in this game. Line opened up at a 9.5 plus money toward the over. Immediately went down to a 9 2 minutes later. Touched up to a 9.5 again for a couple minutes. Then came right back down to a 9. This game is tricky. Let's take a look at the money coming on this one here. 45% of the tickets and 68% of the cash is on the under in this game. Line opened up at a 9.5. It's at a 9. Maybe the under is not a bad look in this game, and we'll look a little bit here at that. 79% of the tickets, 70% of the cash is on the Blue Jays, and the line's moving towards the Astros. Tells me the Astros are alive in this game. That's kind of what the markets are telling me here. Even though Ronel Blanco has not been very good, I don't think his sample size is that high. So let's take a look. He's a bullpen guy. He's mainly a bullpen guy. He did go 5 1/3 in his last appearance against the Angels. Gave up 2 earned runs on 7 hits to walk 3 batters. But he's been mainly a bullpen guy. 3.38 ERA, 1.88 whip, 8.44 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%. 5.06 walks per 9. Does walk a lot of batters, but very limited sample size. 353 BABIP, a 5.53 FIP, and a 5.29 SIERA. On the flip side, Bassett, 2.38 ERA, 0.88 whip, 8.47 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 1.59 walks per 9, a 2.16 BABIP, a 4.20 FIP, and a 3.74 SIERA. Both these teams have absolutely been mashing lefties, though, the last 30 days. The Toronto Blue Jays are number 1 in baseball against right-handed pitching the last 30 days, 121 WRC+. The Astros are 3rd. The Astros have been hitting much better lately, 115, which is 3rd in the MLB. This is going to be a stay-off spot for me because, once again, my X's and O's are pointing towards potentially an over in this game, and the line is moving down. And my original lean was actually I wrote down the Blue Jays, and this market move is telling me the Astros are live. And with the money coming in on the Blue Jays and the line moving towards the Astros is going to keep me off the Toronto Blue Jays. I think it's Astros or no bet now, even though Bassett coming back. I know your angle, it's him. But it's a stay off spot for me. I have no interest in this game.
And I think I'm going to end up, if you're staying off of it, then I'm going to load it up. I'm on the Blue Jays run line today. And it's Bassett with the new dad power. Or, once again, dad power. Because I think it's his second kid or whatever.
Yes.
But I'm grabbing Toronto today. They've been playing some good baseball. They came off of they won last night after getting blown out the night before. And it's against Ronel Blanco, who is a reliever. He pitched 5 1/3 innings last game. So I guess they're trying to stretch him out a little bit, but no, this is a Toronto spot for me. I like Chris Bassett. I still wish he was in orange and blue in New York, but that's not the point. Give me the new dad power with some Blue Jays on the run line, plus 130.
Good luck. I have absolutely no interest.
Okay.
Astros money line. Yeah, I mean, I could see it. Blue Jays money line. I love my Jays, but they're going to struggle today. Over 9. I kind of see it over in that game. Yeah. Isn't Bassett a new daddy too?
Yes.
I stayed away because you never know if he gets that new daddy golden game after coming back. Yeah. Gabe Vincent over 13.5 points is cashing at a 80% clip for anybody that likes money. I have the Heat team total, so I'm not going to endorse that too much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. But we'll move on here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games remaining. This next one here is kind of interesting. The Dodgers and the Reds. Dodgers minus 155 favorites, total of 11 in this game. And we get the marquee matchup of Williamson and Syndergaard in this one. Line opened up at 165 for the Dodgers. It's now 151, a 14-cent line movement towards those Cincinnati Reds. And then total opened up at 11 minus 105. It's up to an 11 minus 118. What a freaking line here. We have 2 games in the MLB today that are priced at 11. And I never thought I would see a day where the most expensive over on a Coors Field slate is not Coors Field, because Coors Field total is 11 and it's only minus 110 compared to 118 for this game. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game, because I feel like the over is the look. And I had that written down last night that the over could be a look in this game, as we have 80% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move towards that. Fair. 50% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the Reds, and the lines move towards the Reds. The Reds with that awesome comeback last night. Can they do it again is the question. Noah Syndergaard, definitely somebody that they can get it done against. And Williamson is a bullpen arm, if I'm not mistaken. He's not somebody who's going to go deep into the game. But Noah Syndergaard, 6.86 ERA, 1.38 WHIP, 6 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%, 2.14 walks per 9, a 292 BABIP, a 605 FIP, and a 4.66 ERA. On the flip side, we have Williamson, who's not going to pitch, I don't think, too long in the game, but 4.29 ERA, 1.33 WHIP, 7.71 strikeouts per 9, 20%. He walks 4.71 batters per 9 innings, 241 BABIP, a 514 FIP, and a 514 SIERA. Bullpen advantage kind of split, because when you look at FIP, the bullpen advantage goes towards the Reds. When you look at SIERA, it goes towards the Dodgers. The Dodgers are number 1 in baseball right now against left-handed pitching in the last 30 days, 162 WRC+. I think they mash against Williamson today. Reds, 93, and they're 19th against righties. And Syndergaard is definitely a below-average righty. You can get the Dodgers team total in this game. I had that originally written down as one of the plays I was looking at. I don't like 5.5s. I sure as hell don't like 6.5s. If you want to hit a team total with the Dodgers today, they need to score a touchdown. That's what the team total is for the Dodgers. You need 7 runs. It's a 6.5. It's even money, but it's a 6.5. I like the flip side on this one here. I do like the over 11 in this game, which sounds like an awful lot of runs, because it is. It is. And I like the Reds team total over 4.5 at minus 135. I'm going right back to the Cincinnati Reds here. Score me some runs. Reds team total over 4.5. Full game over 11 for me.
Yeah, I'm going over. You know my feelings on Syndergaard not after he left, but since he came back from his injury. He's not been good. And I don't expect him to be good. And I think the Dodgers have enough on offense to be able to do it too. I know 11 seems like a very, very high total, but I'm going right after it. I would lean towards the Reds at plus 146. Reds are actually they won 2 straight after losing 3 out of 4 to the Brewers. But the Dodgers are starting to struggle a little bit. We've seen them lose 3 games in a row and 4 out of 5. So definitely they're starting to go down just a little bit, and Noah Syndergaard's not going to help. Let's go ahead and grab the over in the Dodger game.
Yeah, I definitely think that the over is worth the look there.
Go back to the chat.
Yeah. Bam over 16.5 points. Murray over 4.5 assists. Both at -120. Rays team total over 4.5. Even money. I mean, I could see them scoring runs. Reds run line. That's not a bad look. Yeah. Syndergaard will have positive regression eventually.
No.
No. I mean, it looks like his maybe slightly, but I mean, he's not a good pitcher, and he's not projected to have any positive regression. His advanced stats do not back that up. His FIP is bad, and his Sierra's projecting he could be slightly better, but it's still not it's his FIP's up close towards 5. So now both teams putting up runs. The over isn't a bad bet. I may look at that closer to game time. Yeah. Aren't the Dodgers on a losing streak? Two-game losing streak. Yeah. Freeman over 11.5 bases. I'll endorse any type of over in that Reds game. Plus, also, according to Ballpark Pal, they have the second best hitting conditions today. Plus 19% home runs compared to an average day at Great American Ballpark. Plus 9% runs. And the best hitting conditions today is in Coors Field. The worst hitting conditions today is in Petco Park, which I like to see that with my under. But I can reference Ballpark Pal for totals we like. So, but yeah, I endorse the overs. Morning, fellas, give me the over in the Reds game. Absolutely. Mets money line. We will be getting into that in 2 games. Cleveland Guardians -130. Total of 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement here as the Red Sox stormed back and won last night. Can they do that again today? Cutter Crawford on the mound for the Boston Red Sox versus Tanner Bibby. Line opened up at -115 for the Guardians. It's now -131. A 16-cent line movement towards Guardians. Line opened up at an 8.5. It's dropped a full run. It was opened up 8.5 juice towards the under. Now it's 7.5 juice towards the over. So it's semi-moved down a full run. It's more like a 3/4 run because of the juice. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this one here, as we have 75% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is coming in on the under, which Guardians games unders, that makes sense. I don't think I'm particularly interested in anything there. Yeah, no, I didn't have anything written down for this game. So we have 38% of the tickets, 66% of the cash is on the Guardians. The lines move significantly towards the Guardians here. And I didn't have anything written down for this game because I did not have Cutter Crawford in as the pitcher for this one because there was no pitcher last night when I went to cap this game. That's why I have nothing for it at the moment. Cutter Crawford. I got to put him into my spreadsheet here. See. Okay, good. Now we have the stats. Now I need to type in that he's on Boston. So I have the bullpen stats. And there we go. Cutter Crawford this year, 3.38 ERA, 1 whip, 10.13 strikeouts per 9, 28%, 3.38 walks per 9, a 2.11 BABIP, a 3.78 FIP, and a 3.59 Sierra. He's not going to go, I don't think, too far into this game because I believe he's a bullpen guy, if I'm not mistaken. Tanner Bibby, 3.49 ERA, 1.20 whip, 8.58 strikeouts per 9, 23%, 3.18 walks per 9, a 2.93 BABIP, a 3.57 FIP, and a 4.37 Sierra. So Bibby's been not great. And let's take a look here. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Guardians. Hitting advantage slightly towards the Red Sox. Both these teams are not hitting right now against right-handed pitching. 82 WRC plus for the Red Sox and 77 for the Guardians, which is 26th and 29th respectively. And that's telling me we could see an under in this game. I expect potentially Cutter Crawford to pitch well in this one, Tanner Bibby to pitch well in this one. It is another 4. These 4s are tricky. I was on the first 5 under 4 yesterday, and I'm going to go right back to it today. I know all the money's on the under. I think this could be a game like that, like yesterday. First 5 under, full game over. But for me, I'm going to take the first 5 under 4 at -115 in this game. It may be a little bit of a square play, but I mean, I see the Guardian. I see Bibby pitching well. I see Cutter Crawford potentially pitching well because neither of these lineups are hitting right now. The markets agree with this line movement. Basically, all the boxes are checked here for me.
Yeah, I can't do it. I don't want about a total for either one of these sides because the Boston Red Sox are a heavy over team and the Cleveland Guardians are a heavy under team. And the last time I did that, I did it with the Red Sox and the Padres. I bet all the overs and they all hit under. So I don't want anything to do with this series. As for a side, I'm not good with the AL Central, so I'm not going to go crazy with it. Do I think the Guardians suck? Yeah, I think the Guardians suck. But I'm not trusting the Boston Red Sox, who haven't been playing well either. This is one of those. Nick, do you ever have it where you just look down the card and you look at it and go, all right, that looks interesting. That one's interesting. All right, nothing for this game. Cross it out and keep moving. Yeah, this is one of those games that on first glance I cross out and I don't even look at.
Usually those two teams where I look at a card and really don't have too much of an interest in it, it's either the Texas Rangers games or the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, for me, it's anything in the AL Central for the most part. I'm not good with that division for whatever reason, so I kind of stay away from it. I pass on this one completely.
I'm on the first 5 under, but
good luck.
Yep.
Back to the chat, Nick.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
An article said 3-game losing streak for the Dodgers. Are they on a 3-game losing streak, the Dodgers?
I have not a clue.
Yep, they lost the last 2 against the Yankees. Yeah, a 3-game losing streak, and they've lost 4 or 5. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, Dodgers might want to win this game. I mean, they can want to win all they want. Can they win? Is the question. Guardians money line and the under 7.5. I like the under. I do like the under, and I lean Guardians. I think the Guardians can shut down. I like, who do you call it? I like Bibby a little bit. I think he's an underrated pitcher. Like the under in this game, yeah. Guardians race to 2, under 8 on bet now. There you go. And Red Sox plus money too. I'm not a fan of the Guardians, so I can see that. We'll move on though. The Atlanta Braves are hosting the New York Mets. The Braves are -120 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this spot here. Line has moved on a little bit. Opened up at 120. The initial line move is down to 111. It was down to 111. Now we're back up to 127. So a 7-cent line movement towards the Atlanta Braves. Line opened up at an 8.5, and it's gone all the way up to a 9.5. So the line's moved up a full run here in this game. I wonder if that's just because Truist Park has a 0% runs, plus 2% singles, -8% doubles, plus 5% home runs. Wind blowing out. So it looks like okay hitting weather here in Atlanta. Let's take a look at where the market's going in this one here. 58% of the tickets, 58% of the cash is on the Braves. The line's moved towards the Braves. My initial lean was the Mets in this game in the first 5 innings. 72% of the tickets and 96% of the cash is on the over in this game. And the line's moved up a full run. But looking at these pitchers, I could see an under in this game. Max Scherzer has been awesome the last 30 days. 108 ERA, 0.8 whip, 10.08 strikeouts per 9, 30%, 1.44 walks per 9, a 250 BABIP, a 2.16 FIP, and a 3.13 SIERA. He's got into form. Max Scherzer is pitching well now. Charlie Morton, 3.9 ERA, 1.43 whip, 12 strikeouts per 9. So he's striking out a lot of batters, 31%. Both these pitchers are striking out a lot of batters. I can see this being an under game. 3.3 walks per 9, a 377 BABIP, a 302 FIP, and a 3.37 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Atlanta Braves. Bullpen SIERA, though, I'm expecting positive regression from the Mets. And the hitting advantage goes towards the Mets in this game. So a lot of my numbers point towards the Mets. Let's move slightly towards the Braves. But the money's coming in on the Braves, so that makes sense. I think we're getting a little bit better of a price with the with the Mets here. Lines moved 5 cents on the first 5 money line here for the Mets. And that's kind of where I'm looking in this game is the Mets first 5. You can get it at plus 110. I don't know if I trust the Mets full game, but we saw yesterday they won the first 5. This was my original thoughts behind the game. I'm looking to fade Charlie Morton. So that's kind of where also I want to go with this one. I think Scherzer comes out here and shoves, honestly. And seeing a first 5 under 5, I think that's a little much for this. So that's not a bad price either. All right, here's how I'm going to approach this. And this is semi going against the market, moving towards the over, but I think it's just generating value on the under here. I'm going to go with the New York Mets first 5 money line at plus 110. I'm going with the Atlanta Braves first 5 team total under 2.5 at minus 130. I think Scherzer comes out here and shoves. So I'm going to grab the Mets first 5 plus 110 and the Braves team total under 2.5 in the first 5 innings.
I cannot bet the Mets right now. Cannot do it. This is a team that has been putrid lately. They've lost 4 straight. And I know I'm a Mets fan, so I should be I'm not. The Braves should win this game. The Braves should sweep. This is a Braves team that's 12 games over versus a Mets team that's 1 game under. Braves are at home, and it's minus 120. Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird line, but there's 0 chance that I'm taking the
It's
Mets.
also a massive pitching advantage for the Mets.
Correct, but still, I would lean towards Atlanta in this game. There's 0 chance I'm taking the Mets. And for a total, Max Scherzer could go out there and shove, or Max Scherzer can go out there and give up 6 runs in 3 innings. Either one of those are possibilities. I want nothing to do with this game. I'll watch it. I'll root for my Mets, but I cannot bet them. I cannot do it. You could have fun with it. I cannot.
All right, fair.
Where did you go into the chat?
That one's the last one there.
Scherzer's getting hit today. He probably been good, but Morton will get run support he hasn't had in the last 2 of 3 of his losses. Both pitchers will put up a good game. Braves offense will push through. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I know it's Scherzer, but he still get hit. Yeah, of course. Wind's blowing out to the outfield, and Braves bats haven't been making a ton of contact. Yes. Scherzer over 6.5 strikeouts. Don't hate.
Yes, I think Scherzer shoves. I honestly do.
Yeah, under. I don't hate it. Mets. I cannot back the Mets. Jordan Lyles over 2.5 earned runs. Sure. His loss streak. I put the offense. I put on the offensive slump. In the last 2 outings, seems like that scoring slump is over. Okay. Thank you guys for the show. Always learning something new. One thing I've noticed in the last 1.5 years of capping is that capping minus that plus 100 or plus 105 line ends up cashing quite a bit. Around the even money mark. Okay. I'll lean under. Yeah, there's a bunch of smoke from wildfires in that fake country of Canada, for sure. We got 4 games left, Nick.
Yeah, and we'll move on here. We have with the Milwaukee Brewers minus 135, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here between Baltimore and Milwaukee, where we have Dean Kramer and Corbin Burns. Milwaukee opened up as 142 favorites. It's down to a 135. And the line opened up at an 8 minus 105. It's now an 8 minus 103. So it's a 2-cent line movement towards the under. It's a 8-cent line movement towards the Orioles in this game. We have, 48% of the tickets, 77% of the cash is coming in on the Brewers. And the line's moved towards the Orioles, which kind of correlates with what my initial thought process was in this game. 68% of the tickets, 80% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved 2 cents towards the under. So not a huge move towards the under, considering that 80% of the money is on it. Taking a look at the matchup here between the pitchers, Dean Kramer has not been bad. 2.76 ERA, 1.26 WHIP the last 30 days. 7.98 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%. 2.45 walks per 9, 313 BABIP, a 366 WHIP, and a 3.34 SIERA. On the flip side, Corbin Burns, 3.6 ERA, 1.23 whip, 10.2 strikeouts per nine, which is 27%, 4.2 walks per nine, a 230 BABIP, a 502 FIP, and a 4.29 SIERA. He's not been very good. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Milwaukee Brewers, 3.15 FIP, 3.47 SIERA compared to 3.87 and 3.95. So it's a slight advantage towards the Brewers bullpen. Hitting advantage goes towards the Orioles, 94 WRC plus versus righties, which is 18th. The Brewers, a team I'm looking to fade against righties, 82 WRC plus, which is 27th in baseball. And one of the worst hitting teams against righties in baseball here. And I'm looking to back the Baltimore Orioles here in the first 5 innings at plus 138. You're getting a good price because it's still the Corbin Burns tax in this one here. Plus 138, Baltimore Orioles, first 5 money line for me.
All right, sign me up. Didn't you say Dean Kramer was one of the most profitable pitchers in baseball?
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, he's number 3, up 5.75 units. Like where he was last year. Go ahead and give me some Baltimore. I always sign up for the Orioles. I'm super high on the Orioles this year. 14 games over 500, and we get the cream man pitching today. So I'm taking Dean Kramer and the Baltimore Orioles today against the Brewers that I think will eventually start to slow down.
Yeah, I'm curious actually. What is this line, real quick? Because I know BetOnline's offering futures on teams to make or miss the playoffs. They're only got okay. Here we go. Let's see what the Milwaukee Brewers are. You can get them to miss the playoffs at plus 220. Milwaukee Brewers. I think that's a great bet. I think the Cardinals to win that division.
Maybe the Pirates. Back to the Chanik.
Yeah. Under 9.5. Oh, I know we already did that one. We already did that one. Yep. Yeah. We're just syrup sucking stick slappers.
All right. At least you understand. All right. At least you know.
Kind of like this game over 8, but didn't bet it. Orioles money line in the under 8. Nova Scotia has 2 really bad wildfires, and they're also one here in Toronto too. All of them caused by idiots burning shit in the bush, and they shouldn't be.
Yep.
It's usually the way it is. A's and Pirates over 9.5. What do y'all think? I'm on the Oakland Athletics first 5.
I like Pirates.
We'll move on here. St. Louis Cardinals and the Texas Rangers. Rangers minus 135 favorites. Total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. As we have Jack Flaherty and John Gray. Line opened up at 145 for the Rangers. It's now 137. The Rangers are probably one of the most frustrating teams because this is every single day for them. Line's moving towards the opposite team. An 8-cent line movement towards the Cardinals. And a 5-cent line movement towards the over. Opened up at 9 minus 105. It's now 9 minus 110. We have 89% of the tickets and 79% of the cash is on the Rangers, and the lines move towards the Cardinals. Once again, the public is all over the Rangers, and the Rangers keep winning in these public spots, which makes them one of the most difficult teams to handicap for me because I can never get them right. I'm not interested in this game too much. Yeah, and then 62% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the over. Lines move 5 cents towards the over. Logan Webb, wrong game. Jack Flaherty, 2.48 ERA, 1.38 whip, 8.69 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%, 4.03 walks per 9. Walks a lot of batters. 329 BABIP, a 335 FIP, and a 4.45 SIERA. On the flip side, John Gray has been borderline unhittable the last 30 days. 0.79 ERA, 0.71 whip. 8.47 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%, 1.59 walks per 9, a 198 BABIP, a 287 FIP, and a 3.71 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Rangers. Hitting advantage goes towards the Texas Rangers, 119 WRC plus, which is second in baseball, compared to the Cardinals, who are 111, which is sixth. The play should be the Rangers in this game. Once again, the market does not agree, which is going to keep me off of the Rangers here in this spot. It's a pass for me. I lean Rangers -1.
All right. I'm going to load it up then. I'm tired of watching this team win and not making money on them. I'm going to grab the Rangers. They've won 5 straight games, 7 out of 8, and 11 out of 13. And we can even do more, 14 out of 17. This is a team that's 20 games over 500. And may I say, a team that I projected to be the worst team, not the worst team, but an average team, is the second best team in baseball.
Yeah.
They are one of 2 teams that are sitting at 40 wins right now. The other one's Tampa Bay. This Texas team is also the most profitable team in baseball. And it's by 2 units. It's not particularly close.
Frustrating.
I'm grabbing Texas. I'm tired of not betting them. That being said, they'll end up losing tonight. But Texas run line +139. There was some sick stat where they've hit double digits in like 20% of their games, and it's crazy. Let's see how many times they played. 60 games so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They have had double digits in 16 out of their 60 games. Hold on. 60 divided by 16. Nope, that's not what I wanted. It's actually 16 divided by 60. That is 26% of their games. They are hitting double digits. Hopefully one of them is today. Give me the Texas Rangers run line.
Have fun. I'm staying off the game.
I'm loading it up.
We got 2 games remaining, but we got 14 chats here. Let's take a look. Burns got shellacked by the Reds last game. Baltimore can get to him for a few hope. Yeah, I think so too. My last play of the slate is Rangers run line for plus money. Only 4 plays, but I may look at the over live closer, or look at the live or the over closer to game time. There we go. Vegas still doesn't believe in the Rangers. Yeah, they're here to show up this year and still haven't shown any signs of slowing down yet, and yet the line never respects them. Yeah. Morning, gentlemen. I just heard a knock on my door. I'll be right back.
Oh, sorry. Rangers money line or run line. It's got to be run line for me. Rarely respect them, I should say. Yes. Over 9, sure. That Sparks game was rough on my 8-leg parlay. It was. I woke up to that one being a loser. Morning. Hello, fellas. Hello. Yeah, untouchable. I woke up to Cubbies and Sparks both losing. So that was rough. Rangers will make it to the finals this year, I may say, versus the Reds. Rays. Maybe. Rays run line sweep. It wouldn't be a run line sweep because they only won by 1 the first game, but sure. Simeon on a 25-plus game win streak, a hit streak. Damn. Corbin Day, yes, Corbin Day. It's gonna be a good future bet to bet EW. Pizza's here. Yeah, the pizza's there, Nick.
No, it's not. It's the maintenance people because our pipes in our sink were leaking.
Nice.
So they put a dehumidifier and they are here to check on it. San Francisco Giants minus 200 favorites here in Colorado. Total 11 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement here in the spot between Logan Webb and Connor Siebold. As the line opened up at minus 171, and it is a 28-cent line movement towards the San Francisco Giants. Line opened up at 11.5, minus 110. Now it's down to an 11 at minus 110. And the Coors Field game does not have the highest total on the slate because the Cincinnati game is 8 cents more expensive for the over, and it's an 11. Logan Webb. Oh, I know. I didn't go over tickets here in the spot here. as we have 72% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the Giants. The lines move towards the Giants. We have 56% of the tickets are on the over. 94% of the cash is on the over, and the line has moved from an 11.5 down to an 11. So the line has actually gone under. The lines got moved down towards the under in this game. So that kind of interesting line movement there. Let's take a look. Logan Webb's been strong this year. 1.59 ERA, 0.94 WHIP, 11 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%. 2.12 walks per 9, a 264 BABIP, a 246 FIP, and a 3.0 for Sierra. Connor Siebold is not somebody I'm going to trust with an under, though. 5.48 ERA, 1.52 WHIP, 7.04 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%. He walks a lot of batters, which in Coors Field is not a good idea. 4.7 per 9, 274 BABIP, a 524 FIP, and a 5.53 Sierra. A bullpen advantage massively towards the San Francisco Giants, and a slight hitting advantage towards the Giants here, 98 against righties, which is 14th, 96 for the Rockies against righties, which is 17th. I really don't have any interest in this game. My numbers are telling me Giants. The market's telling me Giants. The price is saying, nope, because it's minus 145 for a run line. And I really don't have an interest in that. You can maybe look at maybe the Giants get to Siebold here. And with the variance, I think being very high in this game with a total of 11, let's take a look at what this is. I don't advocate for these type of lines, but I'm going to see what it is here. It's only plus 105. Yeah. 145 and 105. Minus 119 for Giants, minus 2. That's expensive. But I can see the Giants putting up 8 runs in this game against Siebold in the bullpen. I'm actually going to move on that. I actually really like the Giants in this spot. I think the Giants get to the Rockies. I think Logan Webb pitches well. And I'm going to go with the Giants minus 2 and minus 119.
Damn, I was going to go the opposite way. I was looking towards Colorado. I know Siebold's scary to back, but if you're going to back Colorado, I'm going to do it at home. He's got identical splits, 5.4 ERA on both home and road, which is kind of crazy to see. This is a letdown, a layoff spot for me though. I really want nothing to do with this game. I was kind of leaning Rockies, and once you said a little bit of a high variance, I'm like, ooh, maybe Rockies minus 1.5. No. That would have been nice plus minus, but
no. Giants minus. I mean, and the high totals, I think, is the only places you can really look for these minus 2s. The ones with the high variances where we can see a higher chance at a blowout.
That's fair. Wow, lots of chats. Unless I missed a bunch. Bet each way. Pass on this one, me too. Your pipes are just how I like my women. Broke? Leaking?
Leaking.
Oh, no. Marlins, yes. Phillies, I can't. It's too chalky. LO, that guy being that guy. Wheeler's K's, sure. Giants run line, too chalky. It's the morning dabs. Have fun. Cabrera K's, sure. Under 11, sure. Marlins run line, Blue Jays first 5, yes. Morning. Webb's K's, sure. Logan Webb K's over 5.5 or over 5, sure. The Orioles game was sucked too. But back on them again. Love that. The cream rises to the top. Yes, sir. I stayed away here, but was leaning San Fran run line last night. Just didn't pull the trigger. Wasn't worth the juice with with better spots. Yeah, exactly. Supness, sorry, missed you guys. This was a bad weekend. It is what it is, dude. You're good. I see 7-3, 7-4, maybe. Sounds like taking Giants RBI. Enjoy. I was leaning towards Rockies money line last night. I kind of was too. I don't like them anymore. That's fair. Any first 5 unders you like?
Yes, I'm on the first 5 under in Seattle, San Diego. and Detroit, Philadelphia, and Boston and Cleveland.
There you go. Wings, yes. How much do you like your Lynx pick? I like them the same as all the other ones. I don't. I sometimes I have a play that I like a lot more than others. This is just an average play. 1 unit. I'm not going. I don't really go more than 1 unit with any of my plays. I could like a play a lot more, but I'm not going to put more money on it because I want all my stuff to be equal. If I put it out there, I like it. So, last game of the day, and I have a play that I like in this game, Nick.
I kind of have a play I'm looking at too as well in this one. Let's see if we are on the same page in this game. I'm seeing, the market's not looking bad either on it. Angels minus 135 favorites, total of 9.5 in this game. We have Tyone and Berea. Line opened up at minus 135. It's now minus 134. Yeah, okay. Total opened up at a 9.5 minus 110. It's now to a 9.5 even money. So it's a 10-cent line movement towards the under in this game. We have 58% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the under. So the lines move towards the under. Money's coming in on the under. 77% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on the Angels, and the lines moved a penny towards the Cubbies, which is keeping me off my thoughts in this game. I was looking at the Angels in this one, fading Jamison Tyone. Tyone's been a dumpster fire this year. In the last 30 days, an 8.55 ERA, 1.7 whip, 6.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%, 3.15 walks per nine, a 3.48 BABIP, a 5.58 FIP, and a 5.19 SIERA. Red all across the board here for me. And on the flip side, the Angels, Berea, 0.66 ERA, 1.02 whip, 9.22 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%. 3.29 walks per nine, a 250 BABIP, a 233 FIP, and a 3.86 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Cubbies in this game. So I was kind of looking at the Angels' first 5, looking for maybe them to get something off of Tyone. Because they are 7th in baseball, 110 WRC plus versus right-handed pitching, and the Cubs are 28th in baseball. Everything says Angels on my X's and O's. Why is the line not moving towards the Angels here? 77% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on the Angels, and the line's not moving towards them. That scares me because I like the Angels in this spot. I wanted to back the Angels in this spot. Not the way the line's moving in this game. So the Angels were a team that play that I was looking like I'm going to bet, and now I want nothing to do with it. So this is probably going to be a pass for me. Pass. Sucks, but the pass.
I do have a play in this game. Tyone has not been good. And it's a bullpen game for the Angels. How about an over? I can get a 9 at minus 116. I think that the Angels have enough power, enough to be able to put up runs against the Cubbies. And I think the Cubbies are going to be able to put up runs against a bad Angels bullpen. And that's what it comes down to. Tyone's rocking a 7 ERA this year. You're getting Ohtani, who's just been pounding the ball right now. Trout's been hitting well. This bottom of the lineup is actually doing something right now. The Angels have gone over in 7 out of their last 10 games. They're actually scoring runs, which is crazy to see. I think this one flies way over the total. So I'm going to go and I want to take the over, Nick. What are your thoughts on that one for a 9th play of today's card? So I could do a 9-pack on the site.
I think the Angels get Tyone. Money's coming on the over, but the line's moving. Wrong game. Money's coming in on the under. Line's moving slightly towards the under. I won't say no. I'm personally not betting it. This game pisses me off because I wanted to bet it, but I'm not. But I won't say no, but I'm not personally betting it.
Sounds good. Go back to the chat for a minute.
Angels money line. I was leaning that way, and I'm not on it. I'm letting it go. NBA player props. I don't have any.
Jokic triple-double.
Yeah, triple-double. Under 9.5
points.
Mariners run line against the Padres. I'm on the first 5 under. Yep. Over 9, I like that too. All right. But that is the entire card for today. See, what are you doing?
Oh, you were talking, so we'll go ahead and pay some bills before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It's all linked down below. Check out SeatGeek for all your concert ticket, sporting event ticket needs. ESP at checkout saves you $20 off your first purchase. Check out Ballin' Out on the Picks and Parleys channel. I gave out 4 plays in the MLB. Obviously, we just talked about them. 1 play in the WNBA. Go over there, leave a like on the video, show the boss man I'm doing a good job. Recap today. Taking those Denver Nuggets minus the 2.5. I like the Pirates run line. I like the under in the Seattle game. Miami run line. D-backs and the over. Tampa Bay money line with our boy Sean Armstrong. Taking the White Sox, taking Dad Power and the Toronto Blue Jays run line. Over in the Dodger game. I like the Orioles, Texas run line, and the over in the Cubbies game. Nick?
Yeah, I'm kicking off the day right. We got the Oakland A's first 5. Seattle, San Diego, first 5 under 4. Tiger, we're trying to thread the needle play here. Tigers first 5 plus a half plus 131. Tigers, Phillies first 5 under 4 even money. Marlins -1 minus 128. Nationals team total over 4.5. Nationals Diamondbacks over 10 full game. Cleveland Boston first 5 under 4. Reds team total over 4.5. Reds Dodgers over 11. Mets first 5 money line plus 110. Braves first 5 team total under 2.5 at minus 130. Orioles, first 5 plus 138, ending the night off with the Giants -2 at minus 119, and way too much invested in the Denver Nuggets. First quarter minus 135, first half minus 132, full game minus 137. Heat team total under 106.5 for me today.
There you go. Murray over 7 dimes, could be. Have a good week, day, boys. Best of luck. Get it, that guy. That's going to do it. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show.